佢冇乜嘢做，淨係喺啲涼浸浸嘅泥度碌嚟碌去，太陽都俾佢吹脹。
Then Pig tried to, well, Pig was too lazy to try anything, and she just lay down and rolled over in the cool mud. The sons shouted, "Boo!"
然後到小白馬出場，佢希望用最快速嘅方法用死去勒住太陽。但係太陽又點可以咁容易俾你捉住呢？
Next, Horse tried to lasso the sons with his reins, but the sons could not be so easily caught.
輪到小綿羊要向太陽同佢玩卜哩哩，誰不知太陽覺得呢個遊戲太幼稚啦，唔肯玩。
Then Sheep played hide and seek with the sun, hoping the sons would come down and play. But the sons refused to play such silly games.
跟住小狗嘗試用佢尖利無比嘅牙齒咬咗太陽落嚟，但係太陽只喺度嘲笑小狗嘅努力。
Next, Dog tried to bite the sons with his sharp teeth, but the sons only laughed at his efforts.
最後，動物們都垂頭喪氣，大家都覺得太難消滅太陽，同時都嘆氣話：點算啊？
Finally, the animals dropped their heads in dismay. "We can't catch the suns," they cried. "How can we save ourselves?"
就喺呢個時候，馬騮仔出現，召集大家到湖邊嗰度，喺好平靜嘅湖面上，可以清楚睇到3個太陽完完整整嘅倒影。
Just then, Monkey beckoned the animals to the edge of the pond. The surface of the water was so still, they could see the reflection of the 3 suns perfectly.
於是馬騮仔就執起嚿石頭，唔係掟上個天，而係用力掟去個湖面上。
Then Monkey picked up a stone, but instead of aiming up to the sky, he pointed down into the pool and threw the stone as hard as he could.
但係當嚿石頭擊中其中一個太陽嘅倒影，太陽就係沉咗落湖底。
The stone pierced the reflection of the first sun, and it disappeared to the bottom of the pool.
跟住其他動物睇到，都執起嚿石頭掟到湖面去，全部掟。
Then all the animals picked up a stone and threw it into the pool.
第2個太陽亦被石頭擊中，沉咗落湖底。
The second sun was pierced by the stones, and it too disappeared to the bottom of the pool.
第3個太陽見到咁嘅情形，就飛快咁掟埋喺個山後邊。
But when the third son saw what was happening, he flew far over the land and hid behind the mountains.
而家個天冇晒太陽，黑夜即將來臨，所有嘅動物都慢慢沉睡啦。
And now, with no more suns in the sky, night fell, and the animals fell into a deep sleep.
啲動物以為第2日早上又可以食又嫩又靚嘅草做早餐，點知黎明始終冇再出現。
They expected to wake the next morning and start eating the green grasses for breakfast, but morning never came.
原來第3個太陽實在太驚啦，驚到咧好似2個太陽咁嘅下場，所以咧病埋喺個山後邊唔肯出嚟。
The third son was so frightened that he too would be banished to the bottom of the pool, that he stayed hidden behind the mountain and refused to come out.
天地從此墮入永久嘅黑暗。
The night went on and on.
動物們只有再一次請求神龍有乜嘢解救嘅方法。
Again, the animals called on the wise dragon to see what could be done.
神龍見到植物無法生長，動物們都一樣會餓死。神龍就同啲動物講，要佢哋用佢哋獨特嘅聲音去氹第3個太陽出嚟，令大地重獲光明。動物聽到咁樣之後，又返屋企再諗辦法。
Dragon saw that the grass would not grow in constant darkness any more than it would grow in extreme heat, and that the animals would continue to suffer. Dragon told the animals they must use their unique voices to entice the third son to come out and shine again and free the land from constant darkness.
蠻牛第1個去試， 佢用低沉嘅牛聲去叫咗個太陽出嚟。
First, Ox tried to coax the sun by crooning loudly.
太陽對呢啲好奇嘅聲音就伸個頭出嚟睇下。
The third son was so curious who was singing such an extraordinary song that he peeked his head out from behind the mountain, but only just a tiny bit.
跟住小白兔用佢隻腳用力咁揼地，懇求太陽出嚟。
Then the rabbits began beating the ground with their powerful feet to implore the sun to come out from hiding.
太陽對啲好似鼓聲嘅音樂好好奇，又再伸個頭出嚟睇下。
Again, the third son was so curious who was drumming such a strange rhythm in the earth that he peeked his head out a tiny bit further.
豬豬跟住對太陽發出一陣豬食嘢嘅怪聲。
Then the pig tried to appeal to sun by snorting funny sounds.
太陽覺得呢啲聲好得意，又再伸多啲個頭去望一下。
The third son enjoyed the silly sounds so much that he peeked out just a bit further.
然後小白馬放聲大唱，希望太陽能再多出一啲啲。
Then Horse sang out to the sun, hoping sun would come out a bit further.
太陽俾小白馬嘅雄壯聲線所吸引，決定再伸個頭多啲啲去睇下。
The third son was so impressed by the strength of Horse's song that he peeked out a little bit further.
小綿羊跟住用佢甜美嘅聲音哀求太陽出嚟。
Then sheep begged the sun to come out with her sweet voice.
太陽被小綿羊嘅聲音感動，再伸個頭多啲啲。
The sun was moved by the sweet sound that he peeked out a tiny bit further.
小狗嘗試用佢威武嘅吠聲命令太陽出嚟。
Then dog tried to call the sun out with her commanding bark.
太陽再伸個頭多啲啲。
Again, the sun came out a tiny bit further.
馬騮用佢活潑嘅叫聲氹個太陽出嚟。
Then monkey tried to coax the sun with her playful sounds.
太陽對馬騮嘅叫聲好中意，又伸個頭多啲啲去睇下。
The sun was delighted by these sounds and peeked out a tiny bit further.
最後公雞用佢雄壯嘅聲線響亮，好似喇叭咁嘅聲音，放聲高唱。
Finally, Rooster piped in and trumpeted out her most spectacular song.
太陽對公雞嘅歌聲留下深刻嘅印象，於是決定每次當公雞叫喊嘅時候，佢就出嚟用光照耀大地。
The third son was most impressed with Rooster's music and decided right then that whenever Rooster calls, he will come out from behind the mountain and shine down on the earth below.
所有嘅動物因為太陽再次出嚟，好開心，大家都聚埋一齊對太陽唱歌啊，歡迎佢返嚟。
All the animals were so pleased to see the sun again that they sang a song to welcome him back into the sky.
齊歡唱同慶賀，
喺大家嘅歡笑中慶祝新一日嚟臨。
And they all laughed together and celebrated the new day.
劇中
The end.